Thanksgiving's coming, in case you aren't aware. So we're going to be taste testing boxed stuffing today. Every stuffing that you see here is, for the most part, just add water and butter.
Pretty much.
Yeah. There are a couple that ask you politely to add sauteed onions and carrots,
celery, and things that don't make things instant anymore.
So this is a problem.
That's with bread. You're just giving me bread and spices.
So this is a problem also with the Pepperidge Farm stuffing. They also require you to add sauteed vegetables to it. But it's a good one because it's vegetarian.
Okay. So all I have are vegetables.
Yes. And I think most of these stovetop ones are not.
Because it's got good meat powder in it.
It's got some kind of chicken bouillon or whatever to make it not vegetarian.
I do think it's funny that we are saying, like, Thanksgiving's coming. Please ignore the pumpkins behind us. We're definitely shooting this the day before Thanksgiving. You know, this came out 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. How does that work, you ask?
Woo! Well, okay, people we're just planning way ahead.
Just calm down.
I'm also wearing a hat that says box stuffing.
I'm wearing a hat that says spice nuts.
Soon, in a matter of days, you'll be able to order these at Sporked.com
and wear them to your Thanksgiving feast.
And everyone will marvel at the beauty of your head. Yeah. It's like nice and soft, right?
It's nice and soft.
It is.
My head is warm.
My head is quite.
I took off my sweater because my head was so warm, and it's freezing usually in this office.
Yeah.
So this is a re-taste test, we should say. We had an original ranking of the best stuffings on the site. So we're tasting a lot of those again, but we've added a few new ones as well.
Yes. So what our current ranking doesn't include was gluten-free stuffing. So we're still on the hunt for a good gluten-free stuffing. I actually did try a couple in last year's taste test from Aldi, and they were not good. So I could not recommend that gluten-free stuffing, but maybe one of these will be good.
I also just want to taste test things again to make sure that the quality has held up, or maybe one just got better, or maybe one got worse. Who knows?
So we'll start with our current number one, which is the stovetop traditional sage. This is actually one of the harder to find stovetop stuffings. They may not have it at your local grocery store, but they do have it on Amazon. Hot tip.
Order it by the pallet.
Beautiful because it has
show it
carrots and stuff in it. It's the only stovetop that I am aware of that has dehydrated and then rehydrated carrot bits in it, which I find very compelling.
Stuffing, should it go in the bird or on the side?
On the side for me personally, but the caveat there, I think some of these gluten-free stuffings are going to be more successful cooked in the bird. So stovetop is just already such like a fully formed side dish as it is. You just I think it might get too soggy.
Well, I was going to say, it already has the consistency of a stuffing from inside the bird. I know people are like, don't eat the stuffing in the bird. My husband's family does. I have had it. It's fine. Calm down. They cook it enough. Mm-hmm. But it's got that kind of softer, gloopier consistency rather than a stuffing you would bake in a full casserole. There's no way really crispy. Mm-hmm. This is very good. It has so much straight up savory ramen packet flavor.
All of these are so good. I already was sneaking bites while we were cooking, and I was just like, damn.
Yeah, I could eat a lot of that.
Okay. Also, just a reminder that you can eat stovetop stuffing all year long.
That's true.
There's nothing stopping you from doing that, and I actually think that you should. It's really tasty stuff.
Some people think you'll get arrested.
Something like that. But you just buy a rotisserie chicken, and then in the privacy of your own home, you make stovetop stuffing, and no one's the wiser. I promise, because I do it. But also, this has a recipe on the box for spinach stuffed mushrooms.
And that's a recipe for crab cake.
There's crab cake is made with stovetop. Can you imagine how good that is?
Guys, this is not an ad, but hey, stovetop, do you want to pay us? Because we'll talk more about how great this is.
I really do.
More stuffed mushrooms. Turkey pot pie.
Yeah.
bruschetta chicken bake.
They all sound amazing.
Okay, so that's our baseline. That's our number one right now on the website. Great. Moving on.
Moving on to chicken. To eat with a rotisserie chicken. Use case I just described. So they're all kind of similar looking.
This one is sharper. It's like got more salt somehow. Less, obviously, herbs, more onion, maybe. Like
Sodium glutamate, baby.
Oh, the best thing in the world.
It tastes.
There's like all crunchy onion. Maybe? I don't know.
There's definitely some onion in here. This one's
Not as good, though.
It's not as good. It is more oniony, like in general.
Yes.
It's still.
Yeah. No, it's incredible. I would still eat the whole bowl.
I know that is actually a problem for me when I make stovetop stuffing at home. Is
I'm going to eat the whole. I'm going to take some of this home.
It's so good.
Okay. That's our stage. Moving on. More chicken. Lower sodium chicken.
This is lower sodium chicken. We hadn't tried this before, but it's nice that they have a lower sodium option because I assume that stovetop stuffing is probably pretty high.
Yeah.
Looks the same.
I have high hopes for this. I like lower sodium Spam more. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that's just like, it's just too salty that you
Just take your wife out.
What was the thing that you tried recently that was like, you don't need to have like high sodium because the low sodium it's like, I might reason like
bacon
6 months ago. There you go.
100%. We did a taste test of lower sodium bacon. I don't think any bacon is low sodium, but it's like cut it 50%. You don't notice if you're not tasting it alongside regular bacon.
I will say, as a bowl on its own, this is not as satisfying.
Not at all.
However, if you're eating this with turkey and trimmings and gravy, that other one could be overkill, and this would be a good like stuffing base. Like if you're mixing this around with a bunch of stuff, like this is actually probably the way to go.
Honestly, I agree. I also think that you still get like the flavor of the herbs and stuff like that.
You do.
It is just less salt. It is remarkably less salty in a way that is noticeable, but definitely less noticeable if this is the only stuffing you're trying.
That is true. Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Pretty good. Still good. Okay.
This one's yellow.
I want to know about your Thanksgiving.
My husband and I always go, well, this is a tradition now, and it will be the third year that we're doing this. We're going to Big Bear when you eat out.
Where do you eat?
We eat it
like a Thanksgiving-ish meal, or are you like sushi?
Okay. So we go to a place called the Captain's Anchorage, and it's like a really old school steakhouse in Big Bear. It's incredible. It used to be owned by, this is going to just absolutely thrill everyone who's watching this video right now. It used to be owned by Andy Devine, who was like a movie cowboy in like the 50s. But there is like an Andy Devine room.
That's so fun.
It's haunted. Woo. Not by Andy Devine. No.
Just some rando.
Maybe it was a haunting last year. I was sitting in a very drafty seat, but I think it was
That's a ghost. Yeah. Draft is a ghost.
But they do offer like a Thanksgiving dinner.
Why would you get that when you could get a
I know. That's why I was like, prime rib. But last year I ate so much, and then we went back to our Airbnb, and I tossed and turned all night because I was so full of meat. Like I was just like sweating, and just like the heat was wrong because we're in an Airbnb, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just like a mess. But
so that's the real Thanksgiving experience, as long as you're uncomfortable at the end of the day.
I know.
Yeah.
You have to feel a little bit like you're going to die after you have Thanksgiving dinner. Absolutely. That's how you know it's good. What do you guys do?
We do the full, like, it's very important for us to watch the parade.
I love the parade.
I cannot handle it not watching the parade. There was one time where Mike and I did a like turkey trot. And it was kind of like during parade time. And I had to like, I did my sad little 2 mile while he did a 10 mile. And I sat in the car and tried to stream the parade because I was like, it won't be the holiday if I don't see it. And I got and said like some weird, like, it's like, you can have a 360 view of the parade on your phone. And I was like, so disappointing. I need Alan Roker.
Well, yeah.
I'm doing commentary. That's mostly what I'm interested in. I need weird people doing lip syncs. I love combos of being like, it's Cyndi Lauper and she's on the Lego Mobile. And you're like, why?
I love a behind the scenes look into how people get like,
I'm so obsessed with that. Where I'm like, yeah, what producers did this?
because some people get really bad ones. Like, it's just like, I don't want to be on like the like Pepto-Bismol or like the Sodium AD float, like with Jordan Knight or something.
Oh my God, that is such a good pull.
No shade to Jordan Knight, who they love.
Baby, no, I can do that to you. Turning you on a ball.
Yeah.
Without video.
It really is. I was just talking about that song the other day because, I saw New Kids on the Block in concert in the year 1990 in Madison Square Garden. It was incredible, and it was my communion present when I was a Catholic.
That's a really good
When I was
finding God.
I know,
band to
Bride of Christ.
Wait, can you tell?
But I was saying how it felt like so much time had elapsed between New Kids on the Block being big and then Jordan Knight having like a comeback. But it's like, it was what, 7 years?
Whoa!
I know when you're a child, everything seems so long.
I like Jonathan Knight's his like TV show.
Yeah,
it's very good because Jordan comes on it too. I watched that he did a full like main cabin special series, and it was with like his whole family and with Jordan. That was very funny to watch.
How does he look?
Oh, great.
Okay. They both seem like they're
Jordan looks
pretty much aging well.
The same. Jonathan looks great. Jonathan is aging into a man. Yeah. Like a nice looking man. Jordan is like kind of clinging, but it works.
Okay.
Like, it still works.
Donnie Wahlberg is on Blue Bloods.
Which is still on?
I'm sorry, I don't watch cop shows. I think it's done now.
Okay.
But like just done.
After what, like 40 years?
I guess this is where I admit to everyone that I follow Donnie Wahlberg on Instagram still. I don't know.
No, I think it's good.
I don't know. Like, there's some people where it's just like, well, I don't know. I guess I've just always followed them. And it's just like,
oh, I'm going to do not.
I know.
What is it? I need to know personally what Skeet Ulrich is doing all the time. Ulrich.
I always said Ulrich.
I did too. And now I'm like second guessing myself. Anyway, I need to see what kind of woodworking he's doing. And
is that what he does?
He mostly takes shirt off selfies. And then sometimes he does show off, I think, some woodwork. And for whatever reason, I cannot unfollow him.
Interesting. No, I know. That's
because
worthwhile.
I don't know. What if he does something weird one day?
Oh, it sounds like he already is.
Okay. I get this every day.
So I was just talking about the fact, because I rewatched during spooky season, which is over now.
It's over. It's Thanksgiving.
Rewatched Scream and The Craft.
Oh, so good.
And he's similarly smarmy in both of them, but in a different way. Because one of them's like movie nerd smarmy guy, and one of them's jockey, smarmy guy. But what other characters did he play? Did he have smarmy guys?
I only think I know him from those two movies. You know, what else was he in?
You have to
Google Skeet. But also put Ulrich at the end. Don't just Google Skeet at the office. Okay. While you're doing that, let's talk about whatever that is.
This is
cornbread.
Cornbread.
My least favorite kind of stuffing.
So here's the thing, and I can tell you from my own memory that this actually isn't on our ranking because we liked another cornbread stuffing better than talking, which is
cornbread stuffing is always so dry. Here it's not dry, it is mealy. And the salt really, really comes out as the main flavor.
It's too much.
I do not like
either.
Again, I'd still probably finish the bowl if you put it in front of me, but like there's just so many better ones.
Can we try we have another cornbread stuffing that we did not try.
Yeah, and it's
new.
It's in a different bowl.
This is Kroger, right?
Yeah, Kroger's jalapeno cornbread stuffing. Mix. No pie fruits. It's made with real chicken broth.
Here we go.
Oh, it's sweet.
That's sweeter than I expected ice cream.
You do get the jalapeno flavor. There's not heat or anything. It's like the tiniest bit of spice on the end.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost positive I actually do like Kroger's cornbread stuffing. It's so much less salty. First,
It's much less salty.
It's much more.
I just got an actual piece of jalapeno.
There are actual
That
pieces
is like
of jalapeno
here, getting in there. It's spicy.
Holy shit! The jalapenos are actually really spicy.
Yeah, they're genuinely spicy. This is not something to serve for like, don't give this to an Iowan family of 5 or whatever. Like,
No, this would like actually upset some people.
oh my gosh. My children, my mother-in-law, he would walk out on me.
I think it is actually kind of good.
It is good. I think it has an actual cornbread flavor that stovetop lacked, but you do have to know that it is spicy.
It's really spicy, but it actually tastes like jalapeno too. So it's not just spice. It's not just heat. I like it too. The recipes for
It have to be a very specific Thanksgiving that you're having this.
with ground chicken.
What? Come on.
That I don't know about. Okay, so stovetop turkey made with real
Stovetop for turkey, but also it is turkey.
Yeah. Does it say stovetop for chicken?
No, it does. Oh yeah, the hell? Okay, it's for chicken. This is for turkey.
I'm going to tell you right now that this is going to be good. Sorry.
And this is more celery forward.
I actually get a little turkey flavor too.
Yeah.
Like you're going to actually, I believe them that they, there's nice some dehydrated turkey broth in the mix because it tastes different from the chicken one.
It's not crazy. Again, sodium levels being what they may. It's not crazy salty. Like that's not the flavor that I'm initially tasting, but it is well seasoned.
It's really good, but I don't think it's as good as that traditional sage.
No. It's not as good, but it is. I think it's better than the chicken. Okay. Do you want to do the last of the stovetop?
It really has like a meat flavor.
It does.
It's pretty surprising to me.
Ariana? Yeah. What else has Skeet Ulrich been in?
Can you remind me what you said he was already in?
The Craft and the Craft. And then Scream 5 or whatever. Scream 6.
Oh, the biggest thing in Riverdale.
Oh, yes. Which I did watch. That was my gym show for a long time.
So he's not.
Watched a lot of Riverdale.
Was he a bad guy on that as a man?
No, he was nice.
Oh,
So there you go.
so he
He's Jughead's dad.
Okay.
And he's like an ex like biker guy or whatever, but he's always good. I don't think he has a single bad turn in the show.
Well, Jughead is one of them twins.
No.
You know.
Oh, I thought you meant in the show. I was like, Jughead is not a twin. He's got a sister. He was not a twin. Yes, he's one of them twins.
Was he the one that was in Lisa Brandon's time?
I can Google it.
One of them makes lead in Brooklyn, or at least was a few years back. He like started a meadery in Williamsburg.
It is the same guy. Okay. They'll always be famous to me for Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
Because I did watch The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, so I also know them from that. Also, they're the kids in Friends. The kid. They're most of
Ross's kid. God, that's funny. I loved Big Dad. I had a phase in college where I watched Adam Sandler movies. Like I had them all on VHS tape. I also had this is gonna age me. I had a television in my bedroom that had the VCR like built into it, like the combo TV VCR.
Very pleasing.
And it was almost exclusively for Adam Sandler. I know I couldn't. I think it was just because I was living alone for the first time. So I was just like, I would put in just in.
That's the one you watched more than others.
I mean, Big Daddy was like really huge. And the other one, this is going to shock people, I think, was Little Nicky.
I love Little Nicky. It's so funny.
My friend, they were quoting it today.
Henry Winkler covered in beads is the funniest thing anybody's ever written. No joke will ever be funnier than that moment for me in high school. Seeing that for the first time, just like my mind exploded. I was like, I didn't know you could do that. That's so funny.
It really is so funny. And it has a lot of, it is an insane movie that I think,
God, I'm going to go home and watch it.
If you didn't like watch it when you were a young person, you might be like, what the hell is this? But it has Harvey Keitel in it. As the devil. I know. And he said, a devil. My dad is in hell and he's falling apart.
It's a very good movie. It's highly underrated. I think it's like definitely one of the best.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler fights.
Oh my God.
And you love Little Nicky.
Let us know in the comments.
Okay, last stovetop, savory herb.
Ooh. I think it's interesting that they have savory herb and traditional sage.
It's not packing as much of a punch.
This tastes like dried herbs.
Yeah, a lot of them, like a lot of thyme for sure, and like rosemary or something. But it's just not. Maybe they're lacking on the MSG in this one or something. But
No, something's just
not a. I don't know. Something is a bit lackluster.
I want to say marjoram is what I'm tasting that I do not like in it.
That's a hard herb to pick up.
Okay. That traditional sage is so good. Okay.
We do have to move on to these, unfortunately. Or fortunately, maybe they'll be amazing. But these are some gluten-free options. I'm just scared. The first is Jillian's or Gillian's, depending on how you want to pronounce the G. It is home-style stuffing. So it is made in a facility that is dedicated to a gluten-free, tree nut, and peanut-free environment.
Okay.
What a party spot.
You go, girl.
And it looks like that.
Yeah, I said I'm not prejudiced against gluten-free foods. I made a noise about these because they look bad.
It just looks...
They're bad colors.
And when we pour, it just is like, it's croutons.
That's a no for me.
That's a hard no. Sorry.
What does it taste? It tastes like spinach. Right? Like spinach powder. Like when you get a bag of veggie chips and the spinachy ones, you're
Or like the kale chips.
Kale chips, yes. It's whatever. This just says it has poultry seasoning in it, so that must have something that's
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Well, and just pretty mealy and no, that's not gonna work.
Potato in this instead.
Yes.
Okay. Next Alea.
It's like, it's a lot of
if I think of it being Princess Leia and then there's an A at the beginning. So Alea's
good job.
Plain stuffing, and it is and will always be gluten-free and dairy-free. It says so. We may be crystal jar.
So this is the plain one?
This is the plain one.
Okay.
Oh, and is it?
That's very plain.
That's with bread.
So this is one that the texture's not bad. I like it actually.
Oh, it's very creamy.
I know.
Something that's maybe out there.
This is one of the ones that they ask you to saute vegetables and
definitely
them,
need it.
And they 100% need it.
But the bread tastes like brioche. It tastes like enriched bread.
Yeah, it's buttery.
It is. And again, it's dairy-free.
Like a teeny bit of the aftertaste you get from gluten-free products, but I think totally tolerable.
Yeah. And if you actually made this with seasoning and bread and everything, and vegetables, I think that'd be pretty good.
This is the savory.
This is the Alea's savory stuffing.
This one actually had seasoning built into it.
Yeah.
Which the other one did not. But it looks nice.
It still wants you to cook it with vegetables.
Yeah.
So we'll keep that in mind.
But it looks like, I'm trying to get some moistness in here. Oh, come on.
It's got parsley and thyme and sage.
Oh. Fascinating, because
is it later?
No, that's not right.
No. The other one's way better.
I know. But why?
I have no idea.
This one actually tastes bad.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, and the plain Olea is weird. It has a good consistency, and the bread tastes much better.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, that's definitely the way to go. That's weird.
That's weird.
That's so weird. Okay. So if you want gluten-free stuffing,
yeah,
that's the one to do. And I do think I gotta stick with our number one.
I'm sticking with our number one too. It's so good.
And if you want it spicy, get the Kroger.
Oh my god. Isn't it heaven? Don't really assume that.
Eat it all year long.
It's my turn.
Hi, we love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Buy these hats in a couple of days.
Goodbye. Happy spooky Thanksgiving.